this right here.
Chandan Thakur. Now, what is this seat? Let me tell you. This I'm going to tell you.
This is Patan.
This is Patan. This is Patan.
The one seat in Gujarat that Congress party is
but
leading
this is a serious thought that you can't blank out on the whole state. But nonetheless, the Congress has come back. I don't know whether it has revived itself or not. I'm not going to be presumptuous here. But the party apne paw pe khadi ho gayi. There is no doubt about it. If you look at it, Aam Aadmi Party experiment has worked, and it will have a impact on Rahul Gandhi. Ajay Sajid, tell me.
See, Karthikeyan, the BJP...
Will it have an impact on Rahul Gandhi?
Yes, of course. Look at it. His numbers. I mean, from 44, they are almost touching what? What is the latest figure that we have in Congress?
The Congress party currently, and these are ECI figures that I have with me, currently at 97.
Imagine, it's more than double. It's more than double. And the BJP has
at 236 right now only. Sorry? The BJP alone at 236 and the Congress party at 97.
Which means a loss for BJP of almost 70 seats.
Massive loss.
Massive loss for the BJP. In fact, the NDA has only lost 60 seats. The BJP has lost most of the seats here.
No, but which one is a bigger shocker for you? Which one is a bigger shocker for you? Akhilesh Yadav's resurgence in Uttar Pradesh or the Maharashtra pot boiler, which we knew it was going to, throw flimsy numbers like that?
No, I think the biggest shocker here are the two things. 70 seats almost lost for the BJP and the revival of Congress in such a major way without an organizational revamp. I think this follows from Rahul Gandhi's yatra that he started from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, that he started from Manipur to Mumbai. That has paid dividends. Look at the Congress's revival. Totally unexpected in this election. So I think these two are the biggest shockers. It's turned around the entire election. It has not become 2004, but it is heading towards
well,
that.
If it's not 2004, then it's not 2004. And you gave that cricket analogy about a batsman not being able to score a century a match after the other. But when you have a prospect like Virat Kohli vis-a-vis Narendra Modi, the standards that they set for themselves, Cristiano Ronaldo not scoring a hat-trick is looked down upon more than, him scoring a base or scoring one goal per match. But coming back to the question of real NCP and the real Shiv Sena, I mean, look at what we're sitting on right now. 11 for the Congress party in the state of Maharashtra, 11 for the Bharatiya Janata Party, 11 for UBT faction, NCP Sharad Pawar gets 8, Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde gets 5. So that's 5 plus 11, 16 for the BJP, and 11, 8 and 11, almost 29 seats for the Mahayuti, the Mahavikas Aghadi, beg your pardon.
Maharashtra was very interesting this time. Mainly because the figures that you have been giving out, you had to define which side they are on.
Right.
So
I've been given the analogy of a pot of biryani being kept on the table, and there were earlier 3 seats. Now the pot of biryani is the same, but you've got 7 people sitting on that table.
Indeed. So now we have to see who takes the mantle, as we were talking about it earlier also, Ajit, if you remember, that who takes the mantle ahead. Because this particular group who have been recognized, given official recognition, they I don't think is doing very well, isn't it?
No.
Not at all.
It is precisely the one with the India Alliance which has done well. Exactly. Sharad Pawar.
Yep, but Ajay, but if you take the other aspect of it, this is once again the BJP allies, like they are doing badly in other states, are doing badly in Maharashtra.
Well, not exactly in Bihar. JDU has done extremely well.
Hold your horses. For a second, I'm going to quickly go across to the other studio. My colleague Shreya is up there bringing us the market analysis. So what the market is telling us, how is the market behaving? Over to you, Shreya. What can you help us with at the moment?
Right, Kabir. In fact, the markets indeed show very concerning trends at this point, with the Sensex and Nifty both being down. Sensex by almost 6% and Nifty by 6.2%. Joining me is Suyash Maheshwari from the newsroom. Suyash, at this point, the trend that we see, the electoral trends that we see, has consistently been making the market extremely volatile. People in India, in the stock market, seem to be freaking out at this point. What exactly are we looking at in terms of trend? And by the time it is closing time around 3, what exactly are you predicting?
I don't know. I mean, looking at the trends currently, as you rightly pointed out, the market is on a free fall, and there seems to be no bottom. Nifty and Sensex both are down nearly 6% now, and this is the worst single day fall since May 2020. So this was when the COVID was going on. and markets are extremely volatile. India VIX is up almost 38%. That is the indicator that gauges what the sentiment of the entire market and investors is. And on the show yesterday on News9, we spoke about markets could perhaps see that big mega crash come tomorrow, because there is something called FIIs, foreign institutional investors, and they were betting against India on Friday. Their net positions in the derivatives market stood at about 3.2 lakh crore contracts, which is the highest ever. On the other side, your domestic investors were about 3 lakh contracts long. So we were under the assumption that the FIIs, they were doubling down. Now what the assumption would be typically, if they are selling in the in the derivative segment, that they must be buying in the cash market. It's sort of an hedging strategy. So you pretty much evade that volatility. But they were also selling in the cash market. In the first 5 months, FIIs pulled over 1,25,000 crore from the Indian market. So they were doubling down. So of course, the question was, what do they know that we don't? And it looks like that they knew something more than your domestic institutional investors knew for sure. Again, your PSU index is down about 16.66%. And to, really look at the gravity of the situation, there are about 2,266 stocks listed on NSE, and 17% of them are down, in the lower circuit, which means the trading on them have frozen for the time being until that circuit is revised. They are down somewhere around 10 to 15%, and multiple other conglomerates, let's say Adani, for example, stocks are down 15 to 20%. Reliance has taken a beating this morning as well. 77% or so it's down after gaining, about 5%. So in a matter of 2 days, Nifty has corrected by about 1,500 points, and I think that is the big headline, that the markets are super jittery. One, investors are losing money continuously, and third, that there seems to be no bottom for the markets right now.
Absolutely. In fact, Kabir, as you just heard, it seems like the markets are on with a free fall, and there seems to be no end to it currently, and it's been at a particularly low point after the pandemic. For the first time.
Certainly. A bloodbath on Dalal Street. And gentlemen, we were just talking about Maharashtra for a better understanding of what's really happening and panning out there. My colleague Kiran Tare, he joins us on the broadcast. Kiran, quickly coming to you, very quickly, what's happened ever since the last time we spoke to you? The BJP office was just getting opened. There was a cleaning exercises that were taking, being done inside the office. Have things changed? I know humidity is certainly not on your side, but take a look at the numbers that are now coming up. 12 for the BJP, 10 for the Congress, UBT gets 10, NCP Sharad Pawar gets 8, Eknath Shinde bagging another 6 seats. But all in all, the Maha Vikas Aghadi having an upper edge on the Mahayuti.
Of course, the Maha Vikas Aghadi has an edge, and that is the reason why there is a gloom here in the BJP office in Mumbai. Let me tell you, and let me show you the viewers, that the drum beaters are they are called here, and there was a celebration planned at 11 o'clock. But still, there is not a sign, not a single sign of anybody, any big leader here. There is a complete gloom. The drum beaters are sitting idle, and they have been told that there won't be.
Hold on to that thought for just a second. Let me just tell the viewers and our panelists in the studio as well. These people with the drums and the dhols and the nagadas were planned for the BJP's office. They were supposed to come there at 11 a.m. and the dhols and the nagadas had to, be starting beating up. They're still sitting there like audience members. This is BJP office in Maharashtra. Back to you, Kiran.
Yes, of course. And another thing, BJP leader Atul Shah, he had ordered 200 kgs of laddu. The laddu are made. The laddu are ready, but they are not in a mood to distribute it because of the gloom, because of the beating the BJP has got in the election. Here, what has happened, the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi has done exceptionally well in this election, particularly focusing on Uddhav Thacker's Shiv Sena, Sharad Pawar's Rashtravari Congress, and the Congress as well. The Congress has done exceptionally well. We must remember that in last election, 2019, the Congress had won only 1 seat, and this time they are going to win 11 seats. That's a huge jump of Congress. The Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi fought the election together in a better manner, in a better way. They have planned their strategies in a better manner than the Nationalist Democratic Alliance led by the BJP. And that has helped the MBA to improve its tally. What has gone wrong with the BJP? What has gone wrong with the NDA in this case?
Okay, fair enough. What does this mean for Prime Minister Modi, Jayanto?
I think there will be maybe a Because see, the main crux of this entire situation right now is whether the BJP will need the NDA or not. Till now, they did not need any allies. They had a majority of their own. It may be a good thing for democracy if you look at it that way. Kartikeya, you would remember that there was many a time Mr. Arun Jaitley had repeated one word, that is the tyranny of the majority, the tyranny of the numbers. Okay. So in a democracy, when you have a stronger opposition, perhaps things will look better. But here we have to, you asked me specifically about Mr. Modi. So here there may be a rethink whether or not he will be able to take the NDA, the support of the allies along with him. Because if we see in the last decade or so, the position that he had taken, the way he had been taking he has taken forward the BJP. That we have to give him the entire credit. Wherever the BJP is today, we have to say that Modi is the person who did it. But under the present circumstances, there may be a rethink that whether he would be able to take the allies together or maybe some other person.
Okay, I'm joined by Dr. Anil K. Verma, political analyst, and Dr. Anika Mehrotra, spokesperson, Congress Party. Anika, the Sensex might be tanking, but the Congress is doing pretty well.
Surging.
It's surging ahead.
Well, we are very hopeful, and we are confident that despite the fact that we didn't have any level playing field, still we have brought the issues on ground. We were able to connect to the people, and that is the result of what is happening around.
Dr. Verma, what does this result mean for Narendra Modi?
This is a very complex question to my mind, Kartikeya. And the one thing which I can notice is that the numbers that you are showing is for the NDA and not the BJP. And
Dr. Verma, the BJP numbers are hovering between 230 to 240. 230 से 240 के बीच में है नंबर वो. इसलिए मैं सिर्फ NDA दिखा रहा हूँ अभी.
So that's the worry. That's the worry actually for the BJP because of two things. One, we have to factor in the Nitish factor, which I don't consider a very stable factor so far as the NDA is concerned, and the kind of image that he carries. So that is a risky proposition, risky component in the NDA factor, that is one. And the second thing is that in spite of the fact that the BJP would certainly need the NDA, but one thing is very sure, even in 2014 and 2019, they certainly did not need the allies. But they had a culture of keeping the allies together, and that NDA was formed in 2014, 2019. The NDA was quite, intact, and therefore NDA thing remains. But coming to the fact that what it means for the Narendra Modi, certainly I would say that the Prime Minister has worked very hard for this third term, and the fact that he has not got that result which was anticipated or expected for the BJP. Why the people forget about the Modi and the BJP? Even people were expecting that this gentleman has worked so well and worked for the development of the country. He has got the inclusive approach and other thing. But something got terribly wrong.
मैं आपको रोक नहीं रहा हूँ. हर सवाल का एक सीधा जवाब होता है. आपको लगता है कि ये यक्ष प्रश्न नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ मैं आपसे कि मैं फंसा रहा हूँ. क्या आपको लगता है कि देश की जनता ने इस बार प्रधानमंत्री मोदी को मैंडेट नहीं दिया?
आई थिंक जो आपका नंबर बता रहा है वो तो यही कह रहा है.
मैंडेट नहीं दिया. श्री जॉइन्स मी माय कोलीग. श्री जॉइन्स मी माय कोलीग. श्री टेल मी, is this a mandate against Prime Minister Modi?
12 बजे तक इलेक्शन कॉल होना चाहिए.
Well, if we look at the numbers as they're reflecting right now, it doesn't seem to be a vote for him for sure. But is the overall market happy, or is this something which probably India needed at this point? I don't think, we can see that in the Sensex numbers. The markets are down significantly. So I think what the country really needed at this point was a stable government. And I don't think these numbers are suggesting that we'll have a stable government.
We will not have a stable government. I'm also joined by Gopal Krishna Agarwal. Then I'll come back to you, Shri, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party. How would you rate Bharatiya Janata Party's performance? These numbers are almost stable, for last 2 hours. I don't know whether they'll change after 3 p.m. or not. NDA has a majority, there is no doubt, from last 3 hours. It has not gone below 280, but it has not crossed 298 either. And yes, there is an incremental gain in India, Mr. Agarwal, from 218 it's now to 233. So it's a very close call. And the Congress party has floated another balloon that they would like to talk to TDP and Nitish Kumar. So